Good afternoon, everybody. It is a beautiful day in northwest Texas. It's about 52 degrees. The wind is laid down a little bit. Yesterday we had 45 to 55 mile an hour winds as this little cold front blew in and blew everything around. But today things have settled down. It's probably just 10 mile an hour wind today. And we always have wind out here. I don't know about other parts in the country, but we always have wind. And on top of that, we don't have any trees to knock down the wind. So that can be beneficial in the summer when things are hot. You have a nice little breeze for the most part. Today, I'm coming out to feed the cows some cake is what we call it. It's just a little cube about this big, maybe that long. And we feed it to keep their weight on during the winter. And normally Olivia helps me with this job, but today after school we are going to see Santa, and so I need to get this done before I pick her up. So I thought I'd invite y'all to come along on our journey. So hang on and we'll feed some cows. Here we are at our first gate. We have several gates to go through to get to where we store this cake wagon under cover so that it doesn't get wet. And I'll jump out and get the gates and get us. I have the cake trailer hooked up, and this is a siren. It's going to call the cows inside of this lovely trailer is cake. And basically what it will do see the cows are starting to get the drift that we're feeding. They're starting to come up from out of the field. I think you remember before I told you that something's always broken, and this morning my siren isn't working. So they're getting honked up is what I would say. And they're all coming around going, let's have something for dinner. I think it's funny when they talk. Anyways, I'll sit here for a few seconds and call them in, and then we'll put some cake out. So this group of cows won't get out of the way so I can come in to this pasture with food, and you might get a little concerned if they start running out the gate, but I have learned that they will follow you back in the gate. They're ready to eat. You can see they're all hanging out around this cake feeder because they know what's fixing to happen. They're already starting to stick their nose in there to catch anything that was left over. I'm going to reach down here and turn this on just so you can see what that looks like. And you just give that a little whirl, and it's going to start sending them cake. And the cows from the next pasture are coming up to see what's going on because they know I'll be there shortly. Oh, they're kissing. You can see they're all hanging out around this cake feeder because they know what's fixing to happen. They're already starting to stick their nose in there to catch anything that was left over. I'm going to reach down here and turn this on just so you can see what that looks like. And you just give that a little whirl, and it's going to start sending them cake. And the cows from the next pasture are coming up to see what's going on because they know I'll be there shortly. Oh, they're kissing. So when I'm done in a field, I just go and turn it off and try to get out the gate before they follow me out because they're pretty smart. They know I got the feed. You might be able to see on that one little calf, they're after G brand. I know that seems cruel to lots of people, but cattle theft is still a real deal around here. So we keep tags in their ears and a brand on their hip so our cows don't walk off. Anyhow, we're gonna drive on down the road to the next pasture and get them a little feed if I don't get stuck right here. Mud is just not something that we're accustomed to having around here. All of these baby calves are about 10 or 11 months old, and they are all shipping on Saturday to their new homes. See that big black guy walking our way? You can see his head looks a little bit different than the girls. The girls look a little more feminine. That is a black bull off of the R.A. Brown Ranch. And he is a looker and makes pretty babies.